Rockin' in a spin, talking life's wild jive, sipping on wisdom with a grin. Midlife mischief keeps it live. Laughs are stories, cheers all around. Raise a glass where wisdom's found, with a sip of truth.
I have menopause.
Profound. The jokes and tales by the fire's glow, discussing changes the season show.
Aaron's pointing at me, telling me to go. Sorry, I was listening to the music. Hi, I'm Raquel Kornielakis. That is Lynn Dula, and you have either purposely ended up here or accidentally, and you are watching and listening to Go Live Vegas. We are Midlife Mischief. I'm having a day. Aaron, my ears, my headset is very loud.
Turn it down.
How do I do that?
Box in front of you.
There's no box in front of me.
Right.
That sounds like an old chip. Can you hear that, Lynn?
I actually thought it was something else, but I wasn't going to say anything.
It's not my bones. I'm not there. That's better. I'm not that old. Not yet. All right. That is what I sound like when I get up in the morning, though. Okay. It has been how long now? We got to get it together, Lynn. Seriously.
We really do. We're so inconsistent.
No, we're actually very consistent.
Of not being here.
Okay, now in our defense, last time, not this last time, but the one before that was not our fault. That was an act of God. That was
Right.
the East Coast. It was not cooperating whatsoever.
Storm,
Yeah,
no electricity.
Yeah,
all the things.
Yeah, and you can't do a podcast when there's no electricity. I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that.
We need the internet.
Yeah. Last
Right.
week, yesterday was my fault. I own it. I admit it. We were in a meeting. It was a very important meeting. It was for money. And
Which is always important.
And this is for free. So I made an executive decision.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I tried really hard, but the people we were having a meeting with, they showed up an hour late, and not because they were being rude. They just couldn't get there. So unfortunately, because they were an hour late and we still had to have the meeting, I couldn't get all the way back across the city in time, and it was okay for me, but for you, it was a little bit late by the time I got home. So that's on me.
Yeah. What time did you get back?
Believe it or not, we would have probably been able to do it. We did get back here at about 7:00 on the nose. So we would have been an hour late, but we still would have been able to do it. But you were tired, and you had told me about a half an hour. Yeah, you told me like a half an hour before that I'm going to bed. So I was like, okay.
My week just kind of caught up with me. Like, I just really had a very long, arduous week, and it caught up with me on Sunday. I was just done.
You posted a lot of stuff last week about menopause, and you were having a hard time. What happened?
This is the thing about menopause. I don't know what to attribute. See your
what the hell is that?
You got a alfalfa coming up there.
I just noticed it. I'm sorry. Nope, it doesn't want to.
And it's still there. Is that static electricity?
No, it's just my hair. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, there. It's all tucked in. There is a lot of it, but it's all tucked now. Okay, so you were having a week with menopause.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't know what to attribute to menopause
Okay.
versus what is just people's stupidity and just getting on my freaking nerves, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can
can't
explain that
tell.
one. I can explain that one to you because I'm now a professional. It's both.
Oh, okay.
It really is that simple. It's both. What you
Yeah.
used to be able to put up with and maybe ignore and make excuses for people's behavior. They're having a bad day or maybe, circumstances, whatever. Now, as you get further into menopause, you will start to understand those grumpy old ladies and the grumpy old men, and you'll understand why they are so grumpy. And this is why. It's both. You just can't put up with the same stuff that you used to put up with. You don't want to. You don't need to.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard when you go from being that kind of person who's very zen and you can handle all the things. Like if you're a wedding professional, you're gonna have crazy, right? You know that going in. But
Yeah.
you throw in menopause and stupid people, and this is why I take weed. It is what it is.
It definitely became a thing.
Yeah.
It definitely became a thing. I'm frozen, I think.
You're frozen.
I am.
I mean, it's a good
But
picture.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's a good picture. Last time you were
Okay.
frozen, it wasn't a good picture. But this is a good one. I like
know,
this one.
right?
This is, you look good. I can still
Thank
hear you.
Thank you. So I think my tolerance this week was just maxed out. It was completely maxed out. Like I just could not tolerate
Yep. I get it.
anything. Anything. And let me tell you something. It was the men.
Okay.
It was the men. For
Okay.
some reason this week, men in general just got on my damn nerves. Like I just could not deal with them. They were whiny, they were complaining, they were babies, they were all the things that they shouldn't be at their big ages. Like they shouldn't be, okay? My 10-year-old was better behaved than these grown 40 plus men. Oh girl.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. There
I
was some real
I hear
there was
ya.
some moment.
Yeah.
There was some moment all week long. And it wasn't just the wedding. It was a lot of different like clients, just family, just all the things. And they were driving me crazy. And all I could do was think it gotta be menopause.
Yeah.
I am seeing a level of ignorance that I'm just not accustomed to. So it has to be because I'm going through menopause. It has to be. This can't be everyday life for these people. It just can't. Please say it's not.
It is. And it's always been there. You're just seeing it now. It's always been there. And like I said, your tolerance is now dissipating. You're not going to have the tolerance that you used to. You have to really work hard at the tolerance level in order to get through a lot of days sometimes. And some days you're not going to be able to, and those are the days when you really need to stay home and don't talk to anybody because it won't end well. It won't end well.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's gone. Can I still hear you, Lynn? Are you still there?
She's completely gone.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Not for a minute. I guess I can edit it.
You can edit it? Okay. Well, then I'm not really going to say much because... Are you still there, Lynn? Can you hear me? Are you coming back? I just got off the phone with Mom and Dad. They sent me a photo, a lovely photo of a cougar eating a deer on the side of the road.
All right, she's back.
Okay.
There you go.
There you are.
I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It just me out.
Yep. You're
Well.
timed out. You were done.
But yeah, so this week was just, I was really going through it, and I think I knew that I was coming to the end of a 7-month period of just constantly being busy, constantly going every single week. I had something
Yeah.
going on, and I was finally getting to that point where August is slowing down.
Right.
It's slowing down for
You
events, but now it's gearing up for school and all those things.
Right.
So it's a different type of busy. I'm not busy with work anymore. I'm more so busy now with the kids.
When do they go back
And
to school?
honestly speaking, I never thought of. Well, I'm gonna let Lauren and Ryan go back the last week of August,
Okay.
whereas normally they would be going back around this time within the second week, possibly
Right.
at the latest. But because she has her pageant next week, I'm gonna let them both go back at the end of the month. And Aaron goes back next week.
Okay.
He goes back on the 10th.
Okay.
So
I don't know any of this anymore, and it's very odd when you have kids, especially if you have like 4 or more, I guess, and you spend so many years getting up early in the morning and going and doing lunches and school stuff and everything, and then you know all the holidays, you know when people are off, you know when they go back to school and everything, but when that last one graduates and you don't have to do that anymore, I have no idea what kids are up to. I don't know when it's school, when it's not, when they're on break, when they're not. I have no idea whatsoever. I know it's approximately next week I think public school goes back. I think.
yeah, some of them here.
And then
Yeah.
private school is usually the last 2 weeks. It's a little bit later for private school, I think, because I know our kids always went back to school later than public school. But I don't know anymore.
Being that the kids are homeschooled,
Yeah.
it sort of varies with us, like when I send them back, but I do have to pay attention to when the public schools go back because it affects like their extracurricular activities.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do kind of know when that stuff happens, but honestly, I don't have to do my schedule around the school schedule anymore.
Right.
So that's a big change. And they don't have to get up first thing in the morning to go to class. Like they can start their classes like college students do and start at like around 11, 12 o'clock.
Right.
They don't have to go like be up at 6 a.m. to catch the bus or anything like
God,
that.
I hated that. I hated it so
I did
much.
too. I'm so happy that I don't have to do that part. I am so happy. And even though they want to possibly go to school just to kind of see what it's like,
Yeah.
I am just like, you guys don't like to get up in the morning, so you're
Right.
gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it.
They're not
Like,
morning
your
kids.
brain is not- yeah, their brain won't even wake up till lunchtime.
Our house,
They will
we are
be
not
out-
morning people at all in our house. I don't think there's any
Yeah.
of us that are morning people. No. No.
Now my husband's the morning person. He gets up at like 3, 4 a.m. and gets his day started. Yeah, it's annoying.
So what do you tag each other while you're going to bed? He's getting up?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Because you're a
'Cause I
night
stay up
person.
till- Yeah, I stay up to 2, 3 most nights. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've had a lot of That's when you and I usually have our conversations. Is after the kids have gone to bed, after the house is quiet, and that's usually for me midnight. So it's got to be 3 in the morning for you.
Absolutely.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
goes,
not miss 6 o'clock in the morning. Nope.
I don't miss it. I don't look forward to it. I don't even start my business dealings with my clients until 10 a.m. My
Yeah.
phone will come on at 9, but I won't return any phone calls unless it's really important. I won't return phone calls till about 10. I have to get that first cup of coffee in me, and
Yeah, that's what
you
I
know,
do.
get my
Nothing
day started.
happens. Don't even try and you can text me, but I won't answer. You can email me, I won't answer. I won't answer anything until 10. And
Yeah.
I'm up before then. I'm up
Yeah.
usually at about 8:30 in the morning, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that
Me
I'm
too.
up and wanting to talk to you.
That part.
Sorry.
I don't want to talk to the people in my house, let
Nope.
alone anyone else.
Nope.
It's like, no, I need that time to just let my mind turn on and
Yeah.
get myself together. But it has been a week, and I'm gonna tell you, I have been. So this is what I did, and I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done it at the time that I did it. Let me just say that. So I was on all these different vitamins, and
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
everything was going well.
Okay.
Oh, everything was going fine. I'm the type that I really want to see if it works or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't remember like how I felt before I started taking something.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, so I'll stop taking it. So I quit everything cold turkey like 2 weeks before this wedding.
Oops. Whoopsie.
Wrong answer.
Whoopsie.
I should not have done that.
Nope.
I literally crashed.
Oh,
I
no.
literally crashed. Like I knew instantly the first moment that I lost control of my temper. I knew, oh girl, you are in for a bumpy ride. And the bad part is you can't take it and have it work instantly. It's not like a pain reliever, right?
No.
It's not going to kick in that fast.
Wouldn't it
So
be
then you
nice if
have
it
to
did?
wait until your yeah. But now you have to wait until your body gets
Yep.
acclimated to it again and it
Yeah.
kicks back in. And that could take another week or two before I start feeling any results from that.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
If you're lucky.
This week, oh, if you're lucky, this week was rough. I mean,
Oh.
honey, prayer works because I should be in somebody's jail right about now.
Been there.
I've had everybody just holding me down. Like my entire staff was like, "We got you, Miss Lynn." I'm like, "I need y'all to have me this week. This is going to be rough," and it was.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is the people around me who don't know couldn't tell.
Oh,
They
okay.
couldn't tell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good for
they
you.
couldn't tell. But if they knew me, the ones who know me were like, "You need to go somewhere and go in the corner and breathe. Like, just get it together." And so it was like, yeah, it was one of those situations. But
I could tell through your posts. Like, even if it was a regular post, I could tell there was something that was off. So, yeah, the people who know you, we knew. We knew you were having a day for a
my
week.
sister called me and she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not okay.
No.
I'm not okay." And I'm still, even now, I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm better than I was yesterday.
Okay.
And yesterday I was better than I was the day before. But I
Okay.
kid you not, the thoughts you can have,
Oh, I know. They're dark.
the thoughts you can have, you go really dark.
You do?
You go really dark. And I'm just like, I didn't even think I could
Oh, you
go
can.
that low.
Oh, you could probably go low. Oh, yeah, you can go lower. But the thing is, and I applaud you for it, is that you don't act on it. and you recognize that this is not a normal thought you're having, right? This is like, I'm assuming it's not a normal thought. I mean, I don't normally have dark thoughts. I usually don't. But with menopause and perimenopause and menopause, I do sometimes, and it's shocking. It's like, what? Wow, okay. But I recognize I'm having it, and I recognize that it's not normal for me, and that means it'll be okay. So it'll just, you just sort of have to, okay, that was odd, and shake it off, and then go do something light and fun, or find something to get your mind off of those thoughts. That's when that is exactly when I started knitting. Now, I don't knit anything in particular. I have a lot of squares hanging around my house in bags that I don't know what to do with, because I don't know how to do anything.
I mean, I can crochet, so that's something I could possibly do. But I'm going to tell you, I went to the water. I went to the water yesterday, and I sat out by the water, and I went to the bookstore, and I drank my coffee and sat in Barnes and Noble for a couple of hours, and then but going out to the water helped so much.
That's what I do. That's why Erin and I will midweek sometimes we'll head down to Laughlin, which is where the Colorado River is, or if I can get to LA, I'll go to LA to the beach or the mountains or something, somewhere in nature. It does help.
Yes.
It does help. And I think it's just the quiet. You just need to get away from your normal everyday, from the crazy, you got to get out of your head. And one of the best ways to get out of your head sometimes is to go somewhere where you can breathe, if that makes sense. Yeah. And no, for some people it's not going to be the water, or the mountains. For some people it's going to be something completely different. But what you need to do is find that thing. Like I said, with me, it's knitting. When I can't go somewhere, I can do that while I'm watching TV. So sometimes I'll just, there are certain programs on TV that I've seen 800 million times, and I'll watch them over and over because it brings me comfort. I don't have to pay that much attention to it. Something that's light and fluffy and doesn't require a lot of thinking. And I'll knit. And when my kids or Erin see me doing that, where I'm sitting quietly, even in the middle of the day, I'm sitting quietly, I'm knitting, and I'm watching something on TV, but not really watching something on TV that they know I've seen before. Like, Mom's got her show on. It used to be Grey's Anatomy. I can't even tell you how many reruns of Grey's Anatomy I've seen.
Mine was Bridgerton. Remember?
Yes, you went through your Bridgerton Grey. Well, see, for me, Bridgerton, I have to pay attention to, though.
Well, after I've seen it like the first 50 times,
then you listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can listen to it and just have it in the background.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I actually went down a rabbit hole with this show called Huntington Wives. Or Hunting Wives.
Yeah, what is that? You mentioned that. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Now I want to. What is it? Wives who hunt? Know. What are they hunting? Men?
They know each other.
Oh, other women. Oh, okay.
It was very
okay.
I lost the premise because it is so risque.
Okay.
It's not what I thought it was going to be, like, the swamp people.
Yeah. So they're not hunting with guns?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more something like that. The hunting part to me is very minute in the scheme of things. It seems like they're more. It's interesting. Okay. I don't even want to describe it because I don't want to give it the wrong. It's interesting.
Okay.
Very.
Okay. Okay. Now I have to.
There-
Now I have to. Now I have to go see it. I gotta look. What is it on? What's it on?
Netflix.
Okay. I don't have
There's a
Netflix right
scene.
now.
There's a scene where there's some pegging
Okay.
going on.
Okay.
Google it.
No,
Google
I know what that
Okay.
is, but that's on. Okay.
pegging.
See, when I think hunting wives, yeah, you've thrown me off way over here.
I
That's
was
not what I was thinking. Okay.
see a lot of female interaction.
Okay.
It was not what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be mindless television. I thought it would be like, something I could laugh at, something that would just not take my interest to the point where I have to focus or pay attention.
And yet
But,
you picked
girl.
something where you had to focus and couldn't look away. Yeah.
Couldn't. The train wreck is happening and you just can't stop watching. You just can't stop watching. I was like, wow. I was like, y'all did not tell me about that. Like, I can't unsee it now.
Well, see, in our house, the problem is unless I come into the studio, we don't have a TV in our room. So, and my TV is a 75-inch TV, I think, in the living room. So, and the living room is in the middle of the house. So when you have to go past me in the living room watching something like that to get to either your bedrooms or the kitchen, depending on which direction you're going.
Oh, it's going to stop traffic.
Yeah.
It's going to stop traffic.
So I would
They're
have
going to be
to,
like, Mom,
Yeah.
what are you watching?
yeah. So I would have to watch that.
Wait. Then they're going to say, Mom, scoot over.
Probably. Tegan would probably be like, "What you watching, Mom?"
Tegan may have seen it.
Maybe.
Tegan may have seen it.
Maybe.
Like,
She probably
it's
has.
one of those, yeah. It's just, and it's supposed to be about this couple who is very worldly, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, And then
Okay.
this country couple that lives in the country that is supposed to be very holy roller,
Okay.
the epitome of what, a good Christian is supposed to be.
Okay.
And when they come together, they're opposites. They're complete
Okay.
opposites. The ones that have the facade of being holy, behind closed doors, they are not.
But isn't that how it's always? That's how it always goes.
Yes. And that's what makes you not. It kind of throws you for a loop, because you think that they're going to keep that same, role. You think that the city people are going to come down there with all their cityfied ways and their, worldliness, and it's going to just wreak havoc on this quaint little town with couples that are just really,
Hey, I grew up in a town that had one stop sign. I mean, I know the shit that those people used to get up to. Those housewives in the country. Yeah, don't mess with them.
Yes. So they are really shining a bright light
Yep.
on that. And I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready. It was not what I thought it was going to be at all.
And yet you watched. Now, how many episodes are there, and how many did you watch?
8 episodes.
And you
I
watched
think
all of them.
No, I only made it through 3. I made it through 3. I was like, okay.
That's like
But I
me.
do.
That's like me with The Sopranos. I'm trying to watch The Sopranos. I can't get past I have to watch it in stages because
I've never seen it.
I haven't either. I'm trying to.
I've never seen The Sopranos. I've never watched. What is it? What do they call it? Oh my gosh! It's the one where the people are killing each other and they're like stuck in a different timeline or whatever. But
Outlander.
No, not Outlander. The other one that was super popular.
Oh,
They had like dragons, I think, or
oh,
witches and warlocks or
yeah.
something.
Shit.
Everybody watched it.
Damn it, I haven't.
haven't seen
I'm
it.
one of the only people other than you that has not seen
Okay.
it. Now I need to look it up because I can't
And
remember.
then there was another one that was like zombie people or something that was really popular.
The Living
They
Dead,
were like
The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead?
I never saw
I've
that
never
one.
seen that
I
either.
never,
I don't think
never
I
saw
want
that.
to. I don't that doesn't interest me at all. I don't think.
No.
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 It's like it's just quite a few shows that people were going on and on and on about that
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I've never seen Power.
No.
The closest I saw to watching Power was Empire. I did watch Empire and I watched Scandal. But then kind of after that, I didn't get into the rest of that stuff too much.
No.
Just not my thing.
No, I loved Scandal. But I mean I am
was
a
good.
I'm a huge fan of Shonda Rhimes, so I'll watch anything
Yes.
she does.
And that's why, but you know what? When she made that one show, How to Get Away with Murder, I couldn't get into
I
it.
couldn't get past. I think I watched the first season, and I don't know
Yes,
if I
me
don't
too.
know if I made it to the end of the first season. I think I
I
did.
didn't.
I'm not
I didn't.
sure.
I didn't make it to the end of the first season.
It took a weird turn, and for me,
did.
once a TV show, it's kind of like Grey's Anatomy. I'm not gonna lie, I diehard fan from the very beginning, like I said, but I have not seen the last 6 seasons. I stopped during COVID because it took a turn, and
Yeah.
they brought all of they changed the whole cast, and once they started getting rid of the original cast and
Yeah.
they had all these there was a whole group of new interns that came in, and I was just sitting there and I'm like, either I'm too old for this
Yeah.
because I can't relate to these people, or what the hell is going on? This is Grey's Anatomy, but where is what
Where
is
are the people?
happening? So,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I didn't like it either. I think it started going downhill for me when Dr. Chang left,
Yep,
and then McDreamy
yep,
was killed.
yep.
And then, people started going off in their own different directions.
Yep.
Even when they had the spinoff called The Practice, I started watching that, and that was really good. So that kind of kept me linked to Grey's. But after a while, when they started killing off like all of my favorite characters and then bringing in these new people, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
when that was around COVID. That
good.
was when I stopped watching. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because even the chief of surgery, he got dementia or something they gave him, and he
Oh,
was doing
God.
some crazy stuff or something. I don't know. I was just like, y'all are doing too much.
Yep.
Just
That's
why?
when
Why do we have to be so dramatic all the time?
So that's usually when I stop watching, and I'll find something else to watch because I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't know if it's me, and it just I don't know. It's a comfort thing. TV for me is not. It's not. I don't like to watch things that scare me. I don't like to watch
neither.
things where I have to educate myself. And I'm not interested in watching TV for educational purposes. I
neither.
watch TV for entertainment.
Yeah.
If it makes me laugh, I will watch it.
Yeah.
To me, sitcoms they're crap now. I have yet. I keep trying, but I keep trying. Every year I will watch the new fall lineup, and I get all excited because I'm like, okay, this one looks good. And then, 3 shows in, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I kept hearing about Abbott Elementary, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to try that. I watched a half of an episode,
Yeah.
and that was it. I couldn't. It's a different type of humor.
It
It's
is.
kind of like Parks and Recreation or The Office type humor, and I am not into that kind of humor.
So
That's just not my-
you also didn't watch The Office and Parks and Rec, because I didn't watch those either.
No.
Okay.
No, I
So,
didn't find
yeah.
them funny.
Yeah, no.
It was kind of slapstick comedy, I guess. It
Yep.
wasn't funny to me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I can do. But everybody else loved it.
Oh, I
They
know.
watched it and it stayed on television forever.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Will and Grace.
I miss
A
Will
friend-
and Grace. Yes.
I'm more of that kind of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like funny.
I missed my Thursday night lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it
Yeah.
starts funny and then you end with ER, you know, and it's so you end up with the. Although I used to have a hard time watching
Yes.
ER because it was on at 10, and by that time I was tired and I needed to get up early to go to school or whatever it was I was doing the next day, and so I very rarely made it all the way through, and we didn't have DVRs back then. So you either had to record it and hope that nobody would record over whatever you recorded. But Thursday
Right.
night, that was when I had my babies. That was like I would turn my phone off. I'd unplug it from the wall because we didn't have cell phones when that started. We still had landlines. I would turn the ringer off on my
Yeah.
phone on my landline. And I would make sure that everybody knew you don't stop by my house for coffee on a Thursday night. Like, leave me alone on Thursday night. This is my time. I miss that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I just miss good old. But you know what I'm really not interested in? If you notice, they're remaking everything.
I know.
They're remaking all the classic
I know.
movies, TV shows. And I'm wondering, does this generation of writers not have any creativity? Because, when we were growing up, we had to make up games to play amongst ourselves and
Yep.
with our friends. Like, you weren't always given the game. You had to create it yourself. You had to figure it out, make your own rules,
Yeah.
work it out. If the rules didn't work, you go back and you add something else. Like,
Yeah.
we created our fun. We created our own stories.
Mm-hmm.
This generation is totally missing creativity. They don't have any at all. So therefore, all they can do is try to remake all of our old hits and classics and then try to put like little edge on it, make it a little edgy. Like they did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then they just called it Bel Air. It was horrible.
I didn't
It was
see
horrible. Oh my gosh. It was on, I don't know what it was on, but it was on for a little while. I think they had maybe 2 seasons of it. And it was horrible. And then they tried the same thing with Good Times. And it was like horrible writing, just horrible. And I was just like, I realize these people they don't know how to
No.
create new scripts, new storylines. If you sit back and you watch the movies now and television now, the storylines are basically the same, but the characters are different.
that. Yep.
But it's the same premise.
Yep.
So you don't even have to really watch the whole thing all the way through. You can just kind of know, if you're starting this way, you're going to end this way. It's going to arc right here, and then that's going to be it. It's like,
Well, I think the problem with comedy is there are too many rules with who you can offend and who you can't, and what you can say and what you can't. And now they have, like, we used to have prime time. We don't have prime time anymore. Not really. So
no.
kids weren't watching when we were growing up. We weren't watching prime time. So
No.
so when they had Three's Company and things like that you watch now, and you're like, why wasn't I allowed to watch that when I was a kid? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It was separated. So you had grown-up TV and you had children's TV. My parents,
anymore.
but we don't have that anymore because parents they don't put their kids to bed anymore.
No.
I had this
And they can
conversation.
stream whatever.
Yeah.
Like they can stream whatever. We used to look forward to having that nighttime cartoon that came on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, cartoons coming on at nighttime?
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing.
Yep.
Now, cartoons are 24/7. The thing now is making sure that my children aren't watching Adult Swim or South Park
Yep.
or,
Well, I think that's the problem with everything. And yesterday we were at a pitch meeting and we were trying to figure this exact thing out, because I do reality TV. I don't do any of that, but there is some writing involved. And one of the problems is that there's too much, because we no longer have like regular television, like cable, right? Or satellite. Now we have cable, we have satellite, we also have 8 million different streaming things that you can get. Some are free, some you pay for, you know, and when you turn your smart TV on, it's filled like your phone. I mean, it's filled with all of your different apps and everything. So there's way too much, and it's been flooded. And when you do that, you're going to lose anybody who's creative. You have to go look for that. So you may be able to find that one show that has that really good writer, but you got to find it. You got to look for it and you got to find it. And then one of the things that I've noticed is you can't necessarily take other people's opinions into consideration, because now everybody has a different opinion on what they like, what they don't like. And I've fallen for that trap so many times. Somebody will say, oh, you've got to watch this. You've got to watch this. It's great. It's hilarious. It made me laugh so hard. I'll watch it. And it's absolute shite. It's complete garbage. And I don't laugh. So I don't know whether it's my sense of humor is so bad that I don't think it's funny, or it's just not funny. But I think it's our level of humor maybe is different than different generations. I don't know. Is it do Gen X people have a different sense of humor than everybody else? Is that what it is? Because what my kids find funny, I don't find funny.
Yeah, I can't say that's the case. I can say that I don't think they understand what real comedy is.
No.
Their version of comedy is people being humiliated and hurt.
Yeah.
And you know, in real time or in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's that they don't understand jokes like knock knock, who's there. They don't understand like jokes. If it's not something that can really be a real situation, talking about something that they can understand, like they can see that you have this on your face or you look like this or whatever, then they don't find the humor in it. So it's like a dark humor. I think that's what they used to consider dark humor back in the day, you know, when you took a real life situation and made fun of it and caused it to be, you know. And I think that a lot of the comedians nowadays, if you ever watch any of their stand-up shows, they're attacking people. Yeah. You know, and trying to make it funny.
Yeah. But it's also very one-sided.
It's very one-sided, and I personally don't find that to be comedic.
No, if you're going to make fun of somebody, you have to make fun of both people. Like if it's if you're going to do a political joke, don't just make fun of one side of the spectrum. Right. You have to make fun of both in order because otherwise it's not funny, and you're going to offend half of the people that are watching, and it's ridiculous. So I don't know that they do that anymore. We've been to a lot of comedy shows here in Vegas, and that's not what they do. They will let you know very clearly who they voted for, because their entire act will be making fun of the opposite person, that they didn't vote for. And you're sitting there, and whether you voted for that person or not, you're sitting there, you're going, okay, well, are you going to make fun of the other person now too? Because that would be funny. Like this equal opportunity, you know, kind of thing. And they don't. And they end up having people get up and walk out, and, you know, you're sitting there going, and they don't care because they've been paid. So they don't care. Yeah. They get paid whether you stay or not. You already bought your ticket. Absolutely. So go ahead, leave. Yeah. I don't care what you think. Go. It's that is a big mindset now, is I'm going to give you my opinion, and I don't care what your opinion is. If you don't like it, go away. I don't have to deal with you because I have my own opinion, and I'm happy with my opinion. So I don't care what yours is. That's a big mindset right now, and it's very weird. It's it shows a lack of empathy. It shows a lack of understanding for the other person that you're talking to, and it shows a lack of communication, because in reality, if you and I don't agree on something, I'm not going to walk away from you and say we're just, that's nice. See you later. Have a nice life because I don't agree with you. We'll have a conversation, right? And at least try and understand the other person's point of view. But
and respectfully, you can respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
But you can also understand that, you know what? Okay, this is an area that we should not address.
Yeah.
Like if we see the other person is really passionate about their point of view and their perspective and how they feel about a thing, let them have that. Let them be okay with that.
Yep.
Don't try to push your initiative on them and your thoughts and your ideas onto them. Be respectful enough to say, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm equally passionate about my perspective.
Yep.
So this is an area that we don't have to discuss. When you were growing up, your parents always say you don't talk about religion and politics with your friends, because those are the two topics that you will lose your friends.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know where people stand. And I think prior to these last couple of generations, we held fast to that. We didn't talk about those things.
2016.
And now it's open field. I don't like the fact that everybody knows who votes for who.
No.
There was a time that your vote was private.
Yep. And so was your religious beliefs.
And so was your religious beliefs. Now everything, and who you slept with.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's everybody's business.
Yeah.
And because your personal business has now become everybody's business, you have so much discord and dislike and opinions and, pointing the finger and this and the other. Whereas we didn't even realize that 20, 30 years ago, we were living in a peaceful nation. we were peaceful.
Yeah.
Now we're not. We're not at all, because everything is up for debate.
Yep.
Criticism, critiquing, like everything, every part of you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can blame that on the internet or not, or if we just can blame it on ourselves for not raising our children the way our parents raised us, by telling them, hey, these are topics you just don't openly discuss.
Yeah.
You can openly discuss it with your family and maybe close friends that will respect your opinions, but you don't get out in public and talk about these things.
No.
It's just certain things you don't share, and it's on both sides. It's the men and the women.
Oh yeah. Oh, women are just as bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's not a topic right now that people don't discuss. No, I can't think of anything that people don't openly discuss. There's no privacy.
That's true.
But yet and still they complained all those years about Big Brothers watching.
Oh, they still do.
Of our problems.
Yeah. Like I had this conversation yesterday. It doesn't bother me at all. I feel bad for whoever it is that has to watch me.
That part.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to be extremely boring or extremely jaw-dropping.
It's going to be one or the two. There is no middle ground with me. There is no middle ground. I have no middle ground. I'm either on or I'm off. One of the two. Welcome to my world, whoever it is. I mean, I don't mind that part, because I know that now, because my phone is sitting right here. Now, by the time we're done this podcast, I will start. My algorithms will have changed, and I will have all different algorithms depending on what we've been talking about, and it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. When I was looking for a trailer to buy, we would have conversations at the dinner table, because we still eat all together as a family, most of the time, not all the time. And we would talk at the dinner table about, what we were looking for in a trailer, or what we saw, which ones we liked, blah, blah, blah. By the end of dinner, I was getting ads for sales on the particular trailer that we liked. And did that bother me? No, because it eliminated my guesswork. And I didn't have to do anything. I just had to turn my phone over and say, oh, look, here, there's a sale here. Let's go here tomorrow and take a look.
When I didn't know what was happening early on, it bothered me. I had gotten the first time I got an Alexa, I really was like, oh, they're listening in my house. Like, I couldn't, and it wasn't making sense to me that what I was saying in the house was showing up on my timeline. It just wasn't, I couldn't make it make sense. I just didn't understand how they could do that. How could that work? And especially since they're saying, oh, we have all these protections in place and we have all these things and that will never happen. And they're never gonna, unless you give them permission and all the things.
Yeah.
So I'm just like not understanding, but now that I understand, it makes perfect sense. But for a moment there, I was like, what is going on? And it was kind of weird. It was like, oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. And boom, look, it's right there.
And my kids are worse than I am because especially Tegan's the one in our house who's always, turn that off, put your phone away, put your phone in another room when you're talking about this, or turn that off, or do you have special protections? I'm like, oh, relax. I'm not doing anything. It doesn't bother me. I don't care.
You need to go fix all of that.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead on.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
Uh-oh.
Go brush your teeth. They're blue.
Yeah, because I didn't fucking do.
Pull your shorts down.
Did she
What
eat
are
a
you
Smurf?
doing?
What? Mom.
Girl.
Mom. I don't miss that at all. I know.
So
we
our
listen, we
challenge-
don't judge. I learned
I
that.
judge.
We listen,
Our
we don't
challenge
judge.
Is she has this fascination with her belly button.
Oh, that's a
and her
thing.
belly.
That's a thing. Yeah.
And I
It's
just don't understand why am I always looking at your belly button? Why am I always looking why is that always looking at me?
you don't remember that from when you were a teenager.
I didn't go through that phase.
No.
No, my mother was not having it. I didn't go through that phase. But when I was her age, we were into the biker pants.
Okay.
So that was my phase. And my mom was like, no ma'am. You have too much junk in the trunk for those pants. Take them off. You're not doing it. But she's really driving me insane.
Well, this is
with
why you were
her-
given a daughter. Just one. Just one. This is why I was only allowed to have one. I wouldn't have been able to handle more than one daughter, I don't think.
Girl.
No.
She is really, really testing every part of my gangster. Okay?
Yeah.
She's really testing me.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's only just started.
She says, oh, baddie. You're a baddie. What is that?
I don't know.
What is a baddie?
I don't know. I did ask.
Keeping up with the slang is ridiculous.
I did ask, and I have it written down, but I don't have my book here. The list of words that you learned, I did ask those, and here's the funny thing. I asked them on camera when I was filming in Good Springs. So I have different versions of the words, but I don't have it on me right now. So I'll have to get that for you. But it will be in the show that we're filming. Because the answers were quite comical, and that's where this whole "we listen, we don't judge" comes from. You'll also hear that a lot, because some of the things that I've learned. Let me tell you, Rory was working with us, and he was filming. He's not filming anymore. They broke him. They broke my baby.
Oh my gosh.
He was hiding in a corner the last time we filmed, and I was like, Rory, what are you doing? I need you to be over here. I need 2 cameras. I can't just have 1 camera. And he just sat there blinking at me, and I'm like, Rory, Rory, are you okay?
Blink twice if you need
Rory,
help.
are you okay? And he's like, I can't unsee or unhear some of the things that I've heard and seen. And I can't do this, Mom. I don't think I can do this anymore. And so I ended up taking him out to the parking lot. I'm like, okay, put the camera down, turn the camera off. I took him outside to the parking lot. I'm like, come on, let's go. We got to deal with this. I don't have time to be holding your hand, but I need to deal with this. He was so worried that he was going to let us down. That he was just doing it like he was trying so hard to get through this one particular shoot. In his defense, this is not going to be a show that would ever be on a network TV show, TV network. It will be on, something that you stream that isn't legislated. It doesn't have the same rules because it is filmed in a bar in the middle of nowhere. There are a lot of things going on at any given time. And so now that is our motto, is we listen, we don't judge. I hear a lot of stuff because I'm the one that's doing the one-on-one conversations that we're going to have attached to the show. So I will ask a lot of questions and then just sit and wait for the answer. And these questions are perfectly normal questions.
But the answers are not.
But the answers take a turn that you're like, wow, how did you get there from what I just asked you? Like, I just asked you if you're a dog or a cat person. What the fuck is the matter with you? And unfortunately, Rory was the one that was using the camera behind me, and I would forget that he was there. So I'm sitting just, I'm asking, I've got like 500 questions that I'm going through, and I'm picking, random questions. And so you can get to know the cast. Because it will help with context if you know the cast and you get to know them. And it's 2025, so we're breaking that fourth wall, and we're sort of combining social media with everything at the same time. So you need to get to know these people, and one of the ways that we're getting to know these people is by asking these questions.
I can't wait
poor
to see
Rory
this
was
show.
sitting there, and he's just like, I heard things I can't unhear.
I can't wait to see this show. This is going to be hilarious. You got to have a blooper reel too, or behind the scenes, a BTS reel.
We do.
Something.
We do.
Okay.
In fact, Aaron, now you're back. If you can, if I send you some pictures, can you put up some pictures for me? Email them to you? Okay, I can email them to you. Huh? Okay. Yeah, so Rory is now going to be doing editing, but we sat there and Aaron and I looked at him and we said, well, how are you going to edit if you don't want to do the camera work? Because you're going to be, you're going to be listening.
Yeah, you have to listen.
He's like, I can detach from that. It doesn't, it's different. I can detach. It's like playing a video game where you're killing somebody. You're not actually killing them. You're aware of the fact that it's not real. Well, so he will apply the same theory in that. It's not real. It's not real.
Yeah, I can see how that works.
Yeah. So he said he's got no problem doing that. So he would rather do some of the editing than the actual, because with the camera you do have to get up into people's faces, and you've got to push your way through some things. If there's people around, you got to sort of work around them and stick the camera in their face and stuff, and he wasn't overly comfortable with that. So but he did give it the old college try, and I appreciate that.
The old college try.
But they did break him, which is it's both funny and sad. But so we're more of a.
No, Rory, they would break me too. And
well,
I'm built with
yeah,
sterner stuff.
yeah. So let me see if I can send these here. I gotta email these to Aaron so he can put them up for you. So, what happened with you? And you finally realized that your mother has passed.
Yeah.
I told you that was gonna hit you when you weren't expecting it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not as brave as you thought you were.
And you know what? It came out of left field.
Yeah, I get that.
It wasn't like I guess I kind of thought, oh, if I'm going through some old correspondence or photos, or it would hit me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it just came. Like I wasn't doing anything remotely related to her at that moment, and it
Right.
just hit me like just a wave. And I was just like, oh my goodness, that
Aw.
really happened. That really happened. It's almost like you're removed from a situation. You're there, but you're not there. You're not,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like an outer body experience or what, but it's one of those things where you can kind of really stand on the outside of something and just look at it from a different perspective
Yeah.
rather than being in it. So I think this entire time I had removed myself from what happened.
You detached.
And I was just, yeah, I was just detached from it and working it. I was working it. I guess if you are a doctor or a surgeon and you have to operate on someone, you can detach your feelings
Yeah.
from that situation and get your job done, right?
Right.
That is what, apparently, that's what I was doing. I was so focused on just getting the job done, getting the work done, doing what I had to do, just moving. And out of nowhere, that's a thing. That's
And that didn't
It's
happen when you lost your dad?
no.
Because you had your mom to back you up on that. She kept you protected.
No, I can't even say that. I think with my dad was because my dad had a freak accident. He fell. And
Yep.
when he fell in a way that he damaged his spinal cord.
Yeah.
So, and prior to that, my dad had dementia. And I was like his caregiver all
Okay.
that time. And I was dealing with his dementia and all that. So I think I was more,
So you're prepared.
yeah, I think I was more prepared. And I think along his process, I had those moments during his illness. I would have those breakdown moments during his illness. So when he passed, it wasn't like it was out of the blue for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say I expected it, but I knew it was going to happen.
Right.
Right. But with mommy, it was completely different because she was at a birthday party on that Friday.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just with her that Monday and Tuesday. We were doing doctor's appointments and everything was normal. Nothing was out of order. And the thing about it is when you take a parent or anyone to the doctor and they give them a great bill of health
Yeah.
and they say, oh, they're fine. They're going to live to be 100 years old. And I wish I looked like that at 88 and all the things, right? And you're like, oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later,
They pass. Yeah.
it really makes you start questioning everything. Like, what happened? And then she was alone when she passed. None of us really know what happened. Everything is very circumspect. It's based off of what the paramedics say. It's based off of what the police didn't find. It's like what they didn't see.
Yeah.
More so what they did see, right? We don't know. We don't know how long she had been there. We don't know anything other than the end result. And so I think it's different. I think it's more of the not knowing.
Yeah.
That is, I used to hear people say that a lot, it's the not knowing. It's like, okay, where is my loved one? What happened to this person? What happened to, it's the not knowing
Yeah.
that hurts more than you can reconcile and work through what you know.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with things that you don't know and understand. So yeah, it's this has been a rough week.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
has been a rough week. It was this week has been so rough. I was ready to pack up and go.
I've had those.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just completely disappear and be done.
Yeah.
Because what else can you do? You can't fix nothing. You can't change anything.
You have to get
from
through
what
it.
You got to get through it.
You have to get
it's
through
hard to get through things when other people are pulling on you, they're needing you, they're aggravating you. You're going through menopause, you're trying to keep your head above water, and they keep pushing your head down
Yep.
underwater and seeing if you're going to rise to the top again. It got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I think I'm done.
Well, and then you have people telling you how you should be getting through it and how you should be dealing with it. And I mean, it's no different with menopause as well. You're going to have people tell you what you should be taking, how you should be dealing with it, whether or not you should be having those feelings, whether or not you should be reacting the way you're reacting, and why are you doing that? Well, everybody's different, and it's no different with a loss. And menopause in that way is a loss, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's and I'm halfway through menopause, but for me, perimenopause I think was worse because it's a transition where you're kind of like, okay, I know what's coming. I don't like it. I want to go back. I want to go back to when I didn't have I had control over my feelings, my emotions, and
Right.
and my life. And now I'm starting to eat. So with perimenopause, it's like an unraveling kind of thing. And unfortunately for you, you have gone through two of your biggest losses with your parents in perimenopause, which is really difficult because not only are you trying to control how you feel and about your everyday life and what's happening to you and get control of that, which is not easy to do. But then you throw in these other things as well. And yeah, I mean, I tried to tell you, but nobody ever listens to me.
And you know what else I find to be
But I can't tell you
very
how to get
irritating?
through it. I can't tell you how to do it. All I can tell you is unfortunately, and I said this to you before, you've got to go through it. There's no
You gotta go through
shortcut.
it.
You
Yeah.
can't.
There is no shortcut.
You can't.
No.
You can't
You
distract
can't get around
yourself.
it.
And
No.
you were distracting yourself, and it was going to
I
hit you
was.
sooner or later. But you're not
And
done.
I think I was distracting myself so I can get through my responsibilities at that moment. It was
Possibly,
I
yeah.
have all these things lined up that I can't not get done because I'm going through a emotional crisis at this point. I have
Yeah.
to get through these things before I can deal with that. 'Cause
And then
that's
once
gonna
you
always
did,
be there.
boom. Yeah.
Right. That's going to always be there. But the other thing that was really bothering me was how people think that because you act normal, everything is fine.
Yeah.
It's like they ignore the fact that you just lost someone.
Yeah.
And then they start going back to their regular, activity and having so many expectations on you, and you're supposed to just continue on doing things the way you've always done them,
Yeah.
which is mainly for them, not even for you. It's for them to make them happier and their lives better. But nevertheless, they forget or they ignore the fact that you just lost someone,
Yeah.
and they don't. So when people are around you exhibiting that behavior, it's kind of hard to look at them the same way. It's kind of hard to accept that. It's like, okay, do you care or don't you care? Are your well wishes and your prayers and all that, is that hollow or did you mean it?
Thoughts and prayers.
on one
Thoughts and
hand-
prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts
It's
and
kind of like, how
prayers.
can you really how can you give me that and then on the same token, in the same breath, have put all these expectations on me and not give me a moment to breathe and absorb and deal with this loss?
Yeah.
My sister kept telling me, you're gonna have to stop and deal with this at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I will.
When I'm ready.
When I'm ready, right?
Doesn't work that
But
way.
unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
No.
It's gonna come whether you're ready or not.
Yeah.
And yesterday I just felt like, you know what? I need a break or I'm going to break.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
that.
said, if I break, what's going to happen? And the thing is, when we all leave this world, people are going to cry for us, that maybe. They're going to come to our funerals and they're going to say a few words or whatever. But guess what? They're going to get in their cars, go home, take their showers, and fix them something to eat and move on with their lives.
Yeah.
Everything moves on, whether you're here or not. So why spend so much time of your life trying to live the life that someone else wants you to live rather than live it for yourself?
Amen.
You get to a point where you're just tired of living for other people. You're tired of just being there for everyone else. And it feels like they're not there for you. It feels like they're not supporting you. They claim they are. They say they are.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no action behind the word, right?
Yep. Oh, no.
And I think in menopause, it shines a light on that.
I think so. I
It's
think
really
it's
shining a light.
and I think if you take a loss and you add that to that, there's a wisdom that you have now that I don't have yet, because I still have my parents. But I think I've learned what you are going to be learning now, and that is how amazingly precious every freaking day is. Because especially with the way you lost your mom, I mean, you could see somebody on Friday and they're not there on Monday.
Absolutely.
And it's what you do with that information. You have to go through what you're going through, and it's difficult, and everybody does it differently. So I can't tell you how to do it, but I do know you have to go through it. You can't cheat. Mm-hmm. There's no cheating. There are lessons that you have to learn, and until you learn those lessons with this loss, you are not going to be able to move on or move through. So
right.
With every death that happens, and I think that's the lesson that we need to learn, and it all depends on how you learn it, whether you're paying attention.
Yeah.
And I know you well enough to know that you are one of those very special people who is going to learn this lesson. Not everybody does. So think of it as a blessing, because you are at the right time of your life. And maybe that's why if you're lucky, and I hate to say lucky, I hate to say that, but if you're lucky, you don't lose your parents until you are the age that we're at now. And I know I'm going to lose my parents, before I'm that much older. Maybe they'll live to 100. I don't know, but they are both in their my dad's in his late 80s, my mom's in her middle 80s. So I mean, I have a good grip on reality. I know they're not going to be with me forever, but I do appreciate every time. Like, they were here the other day. I hadn't had a good cup of coffee in 2 weeks. Now, for most people, that's fine, but for me, that's not okay. And it just
it's not okay at all.
I was having a really bad week last week, not compared to you, but we lost power on last Monday. What was it, last Monday? Because of a screw up with our solar people. When they put the solar up, they forgot to fill out papers that they should have filled out in May. And they didn't, because the rep that we have is an idiot. And so when they filled them out, they sent the paperwork to Aaron in the morning. He signed the papers that switched it from one thing to another. And when that happened, they shut everything off. And so the energy company said that they were composing our final bill. And we're like, what? What do you mean our final bill? And they're like, well, yeah. And we're like, okay, so when is the solar going to kick in? Because we're getting very warm. And they said, oh, I don't know. We're just doing your final bill. But you have to pay your final bill until before we can do anything with the solar. And then, so we were trying to get the left hand to coordinate with the right hand, and neither one of them were working together. So anyway, I hadn't had a good cup of coffee by this time in 2 weeks. And because every tin we ordered was burnt or something, it was like a bad batch. I don't know if you've ever opened a tin of coffee that's burnt. Ugh,
No.
terrible. When I have a cup of coffee, I don't want to taste it for the rest of the day.
No.
And
you
my
shouldn't.
coffee should not make me nauseous. And my coffee should not. My coffee has never given me a headache ever. But every time I had a coffee, I would get a massive headache. And so I was talking to my parents on the Monday, and I told them what was going on, and they said, "Well, that sucks." And I'm like, "Thanks, Dad. It does." And he said, "Well, we can't have that, can we?" He said, I can't fix your energy problem, but I tell you what," he said, "I'm going to send a delivery on Wednesday between 11 and 1. Will you be home?" And I said, "Yeah, I should be home at that time." And I said, "If I'm not home, then somebody will be, because there's always somebody here." And I said, "Okay." So Wednesday morning, I woke up and I'm like, and we still didn't have power. We had solar during the day, but not at nighttime. So nighttime we have a generator. So we had to hook up the generator, and we had fans and everything for nighttime. Because the solar wouldn't kick in until it's a great big process. The energy company has to click a button or something. I don't know. Anyway, Wednesday afternoon, about noon, the doorbell rings. And we thought, I thought Mom and Dad have sent coffee because they know that I need my coffee. Aaron goes to the door. It wasn't Amazon. It was my dad. Yeah, and my mom. My dad was standing there holding a tin of Tim Hortons coffee.
That is cute.
So I'm like, so you know what? These are things that, yes, I know. They have miles, so everybody calm down. They didn't, pay for the flight. They just happened to be. They were also coming, but they were going to surprise me. So it was this big thing. So I'm not that spoiled, but I mean a little bit, but not that bad. So my dad's like, "If this coffee's bad, I swear to God." And I'm like, "Get in here, and we're making coffee." What
was causing your coffee to be so bad, though?
I don't know. And we actually, here's the thing. We ordered one tin, and because we ordered it from Amazon, we ordered one. It was bad. So we then went to Target, and we got a couple bags, because you can get it in there's small bags. That was bad too. But we could take that back. And then we thought, okay, we'll try Amazon again. So we ordered Amazon. And the next tin arrived, and it was bad. 3 tins. We went through 3 tins, 2 bags, and 1 thing of the K-Cups. All of it bad.
Wait, did it happen to be your coffee maker?
No, because the stuff that Mom and Dad brought down was perfectly fine. And then we ordered another tin, because we have it on a cycle where it just gets delivered. So coincidentally, we had one delivered while Mom and Dad were here as well, and it was fine. So it was just a bad batch, because originally we thought, okay, this is like they're messing with us. Like, is it because it's a Canadian coffee? Is that what it is? Like you're fucking with me, right? This
I was
this is
thinking
not
that
okay.
because it's coming from different sources. It's odd that all these different sources would come from the same batch of coffee.
That's what we thought too. But now it's fine. It's fine now.
You're getting it from your.
I don't know. But we did contact Tim Hortons in Canada, and they're dealing with it. They're either going to give us a refund or something. I don't know what they're doing, but my point of all of this is that I know that if something goes wrong, my parents are still here for me. But I also know that they won't always be. So when they annoy me, because your parents do sometimes, they're annoying. I annoy my kids, my parents annoy me, I annoy them. It's a whole cycle. But I know now that I'm older that they're not going to be here forever to do that. So it's easier for me to deal with and easier for me to just be like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So I think that if we're lucky, we say goodbye to our parents at the time that we're supposed to. And I do believe that when we are our age is when we're supposed to, because this is when we're gaining the wisdom that we're supposed to have with all the lessons that we've learned and everything that our parents have taught us, if they've done their job properly, which I think your parents have done because I know you. And if all of that happens all at one time, then yes, it's hard to get through, and you have to get through it, but you will be okay. I promise you will be okay because you have that wisdom. So you know, you are pretending that you are okay, but somewhere in there, you know you have to do this. You've got to do this. And I don't know how long it's going to take you. Aaron lost his father in 2014, and he's still dealing with it. So I don't know how long. Everybody's different. I hope that the people who are telling you that you need to just deal with it, tell them to get stuffed. Seriously. Because if it takes you 10 years to deal with the loss of your mother, it takes you 10 years. Those people, if they get over it in 5 minutes, that's their problem. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Let them deal with it however they need to. If it takes you a long time, so don't put on a time frame. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, I don't intend
And there
to.
will be moments when it's going to come at you, like Christmas
Out of
probably
nowhere.
is going to be hard. Thanksgiving will be hard. But see, when you know that going in, it's those other days. It's those other days where it's going to sneak up on you for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah. It's a song on the radio or somebody laughing that sounds like her, or it's all kinds of things that can trigger
Yep.
that emotion, and you just kind of gotta. It's just, I was like that a little bit with my dad, but not as, I guess because hers was more of a blow than
It's
his
also your
was.
mom.
It's different. I've lost at this point all three of my parents because I had a stepmother that raised me.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing, what else it is? Knowing that you're alone now.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, no, you're not alone. You have your kids, you have a husband, you have, your siblings. It's not the same.
You're an orphan.
When you lose your parents,
Yeah.
you've lost your anchor to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel afloat. You feel like you're just alone, like it's just you.
Yeah.
You got people around you, but the love and care that you receive from a parent is so unconditional that there's no one else in this world that's going to feel that way about you, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids will love you, yes, but it's not the same as the way you love them.
Yeah.
Your kids could never love you the way you love them, right? So they'll love their kids the way that you love them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of difficult to, send it back. And so I think when you lose that, people don't understand.
Yeah.
But if you've never done it before, if you've never lost everybody, you don't get it. You don't get it. And I have to look at my siblings and say, well, they're feeling the same way I'm feeling. We're all feeling afloat. We're all feeling like we're missing out.
Yeah.
So I have a what do you call it? I have a meeting that starts in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, look, I'm getting all these notifications. The notifications have been coming in for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I got time. And now it's like, are you logging in?
Let me tell Aaron's got to come back in here. Yikes.
Where did he go? Aaron's not listening to us. He's like, you guys talk too much
gone.
and too long.
I tell you what, though, when we lost, we've had a few things over the last 2 weeks with his dad, who is not with us technically, sort of. Mm-hmm. So I have to tell you, maybe they don't actually leave.
You think his dad is hanging around?
Oh, I know he is. I know he is. But you know what?
Is Aaron an only child?
No, he's got a brother that's about 5 years younger. So they're close. But because the 5-year gap, Aaron was starting school when his brother was born, and so they've never been that close. But I mean, they talk to each other a lot ever since they lost their dad. They've started talking to each other more than they did before. So there is a good side. But I think he feels the same way that you do, kind of afloat and not anchored. Mm-hmm. There's that thing where, and I know I'll miss it, because there's this thing that you do where you know the answer to a question, but you call your parents and ask them the question anyway. Yeah. Even though you know damn well if you were to think about it, you can answer the question yourself. There's a comfort thing. So I'm not looking forward to that, where I can't pick up the phone and call. So
that's hard.
I don't know how you deal with that. That I think would be the hardest for me.
Tricky.
Yeah.
It's very tricky because you forget that you can't call.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not until you call and you're like, what am I doing? I'm going to tell you what I've been doing a lot. I've been cooking too much food. You remember, I used to be my mom. I used to prep her food for her every week.
Yeah, so you're still doing that.
And I put it in the refrigerator, and I tell you, there are moments when I open the refrigerator and I'm just like, why did I do that?
Oh.
I don't eat leftovers.
Do you know someone who is elderly that maybe you could take it to? That
You know what? I did think about that. I was like, oh, my mom's friend, she could, but everybody's gone.
Well, maybe you need to find someone.
All of her close people that, I knew, they're all gone.
There's no one at church, at your husband's church? No?
That's a good question. There may be.
You know what? We're going to put it out there. We're just going to put it out into the universe, and the right person will find you. And you will find that person that you were meant to help. Because maybe that's why you're still doing it. Maybe there's somebody out there that needs you more than you need them, and you'll find that person. You'll find them. You'll find the right person.
I will definitely look into that.
I don't think you're going to have to look. I think that person is going to, you're just going to see that person and you'll know that person needs my cooking. You'll know. We'll put that out there. But you need to go to your meeting because we could discuss this for a long time.
You see me trying to let them know I'm coming.
Yeah. Aaron,
to go ahead and start.
Lynn has to go to a meeting, so we have to pack her up.
Hey, Aaron.
He's just getting past there.
I was wondering what happened to all of our sound effects.
Right? There aren't any. I do miss the comments. Robert
I do too.
Robert sends his love. There's a cat here. Where the hell did this
Robert
cat come from?
is
Throw me a freaking bone here.
I miss Lisa.
I'm sure she will be. Well, she's going to comment on the next show, on this show, but she won't be able to. I think we'll do like a look live or something where we can answer the questions or something. Are we saving this for when we can't do this, and we're going to do a show on Sunday? Are you going to be available on Sunday? So we'll save this one for a backup, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it as a backup. I'm available Sunday.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, in the meantime, we will say goodbye and have a good week. We will talk to you again Sunday. We will try really, really hard to be here consistently next Sunday. If we're not, oh well. Hi, Ted. Hi, Teddy.